former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here's the jet sweep to Pascal. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
2nd down and 8. Now Cook, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate. But a nice carry. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Campbell making the catch. A gain of 6 there on first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Got an open man. That's Campbell. Touchdown, Jaguars. Paris Campbell hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And that'll set him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. To throw now on 2nd and 10. That'll be complete to Cook. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
10 yards.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Herbert. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Again, Herbert. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Number 23.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Herbert back to the air. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
38-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Harris Campbell with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Bengals nothing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Airing this one out for Evans. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now a 2nd down and 6. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Campbell. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Back to throw here, Herbert. and that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down, it's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Herbert's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Number 88.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Leonard Fournette. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
Try and get it with Geis. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On first down, Justin Herbert escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, Herbert got his man complete over the middle. It's Campbell. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Goal at the 5-yard line.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Fielded at the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
7-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ballgame. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he slings one that's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. He's got a 1st down and then some in midfield. And down right around the 37. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
5-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
At the 21-yard line.
First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now the throw taken in by Chark. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 7 yards, the pickup there.
At the 12-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming on 18. After you.
Herbert throwing again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And this offense is running away with this one. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
First down, Cincinnati.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. 58's the money. Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Cook has it left side. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. To throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check 43.
60 Eagle. On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
35.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit. There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To the air again, Herbert. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 2-yard line.
Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Looking middle, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They're going to pass here with Herbert. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Intended for Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And 10. They'll set up to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete on the deep ball. It's 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. 49. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Where were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist. I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it basketball. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission.